How's it going? Welcome in, man. Welcome in. We're just getting started. Welcome. We're just getting started. How's it going? How's it going? We're just getting started. Evening. Welcome. We're going to be doing some stuff today. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're just getting started. I hope you're having a happy Halloween. And I laughed. What I've been saying is there ain't no better reason. Reason, just go with the seasons. What they aim to do. How's it going, guys? Ooh, 9 of Swords. Alright. One day, no more. How's Halloween going, guys? Getting candy, going outside, having parties. What's going on? Welcome. Tap that screen, guys. We're going to try to get a couple people in here, and then we're doing reads tonight. While the energy is flying around here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Is Alex taking me out? So we don't do quite kind of those things. We're doing $5 reads tonight. Once we get going, if you have like a question, I can feel into it for you.
What if we could make the world
but
forward?
Other than that, you know. How's it going, guys? How's your Halloween going? Getting candy. Someone's taking little ones out. Huh? It makes me handsome. Walk around smelling like a come up and they answer for her problems, but I'm not. I hope you guys can hear the music and I'm not just mumbling to myself because that would be awful. But the money makes me handsomer. Walk around smelling like a come up and they answer for her problems, but I'm not in my. Can you guys hear that? I really hope so. Otherwise, is that Russ? Yeah, it is. It's handsomer. If you guys can't hear it, pussy work more than an air match purse. This on earth, they put them come with some perks. Mine and the money caught my eye too. Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, it's loud. Oh, it's loud. I'm sorry. My bad. It's hard to tell because I can't hear it from your side. But the money makes me handsomer. I hope that's better. How's it going, guys? How's Halloween been? Yeah, I don't know. I got pretty eclectic music taste. I'm not gonna lie. Do you? Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, right. It goes from I'm yours, Jason Mars, to handsomer. Yeah, it's pretty much life. So we're doing $5 pulls tonight. For those of you who are new, welcome in. Thank you so much. I'm an intuitive reader. We do cards, but we also do a little bit of mediumship. It just comes naturally, and if somebody comes in and spirit says go with it, we go with it. You know, we will go that route. But I want to know how everyone's doing so far before we get like started. You know? Good to be diverse with the music. Yeah, you know what? Everyone talks about frequency healing with just like sound, and I do that as well, especially during meditations and when I just need to bath myself and stuff like that. But I don't care what anyone says. You put 10s and some 8s in the back of a car and just that is just as healing, and I don't care what anyone says. That is equally as healing, you know. Mindy, will Maurice and I have a stable romantic relationship soon? You know, I don't even need to feel into that. I'm going to be whole honest. You're the only thing, you and your partner are the only thing that will ever make your relationship stable. Nothing outside of the two of you together will ever make a relationship stable. I won't feel into that. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Oh, we're just dropping cards all over the place already. My goodness. Welcome in, guys. How's Halloween going? People having fun? Eating candy? Taking kids going? A lot of the kids went a couple days ago. Is Ferdinand my soulmate? You know, I don't know. We're doing $5 reads. I don't do love readings unless your spouse is here. Took this year off. Oh man, like a planned thing, or like shit came up and you couldn't do it. Cause shit came up and you couldn't do it when you want to do it. That blows. But if you took the year off because you're focused on other stuff, that's fine. I actually like giving candy to kids more than I kind of liked going out, although it was always fun because it ended up in a pizza party. Are you doing a collective? Yeah, I am. I'm just kind of getting in, saying hi to people. I knew it a couple weeks ago. Alright. Yeah, we will be doing collective though. Yep. We're just saying hi first. Kind of getting people in here. How's it going, Keys? If you guys don't follow Keys, she's mint. She is also a part of the ChildOfBalance business, and she is amazing within her own right. Alright, so we're doing $5 reads today. Links are in the bio. Hiya. Hey, Pangs. I've seen you showing all the love on some of my videos, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Links are in the bio. What up, B? You already know, fam. You already know. I'm doing good, hun. We're just kind of hanging out. Yesterday's energy was a soup bowl. But you know what? Tonight, it feels a lot better. It feels a lot better. So we're going to try it out, you know? We're going to start off with collective, see what we get. Ooh. So right off the bat, all I hear is decisions is what they're talking about. We have this childlike energy coming through in the collective right now, and that's not surprising given it's Halloween and everyone's out. Today's smooth. Yeah, smooth sailing for sure. We have this childlike energy going on right now in the collective, but decisions because right now we have the Hierophant in reverse, but that's not saying that they're taking it more as you're the student, almost like the Hermit rather than the Hierophant. And they're saying decisions because you have the choice here. You have the choice to balance yourself. Your temperance is upside down. Some part of the collective is very unbalanced right now. There's like a twofold going on here. We just have this masculine energy who's just figuring their stuff out, like, and this was kind of part of the video that I just threw too. There's like this undertone of this masculine energy that's just now getting their shit together. Like they're just now figuring it out for themselves. They're kind of stepping away from that materialism and they're starting to get back to what actually matters. But there's this child side of this collective right now, and they're saying decisions, because the choice is yours. Do you let the child side play and balancing out your adult side, or do you still continue to keep it locked away? It's talking about that you kind of sometimes shun this child part of yourself. You kind of start turning it off because it's maybe undesirable as an adult to act like a child. Everyone says that, don't act like a child. You're acting childish. You know, it's always used in this derogative, negative term. But actually, they're saying that that's kind of the part to you that is that fun-loving, that expressive, that says things off the cuff and it doesn't really matter. That's that child. And you need to be able to balance both your child and your get it done adult self. And they're saying to use this time wisely to let your child self out a little bit. Now, they're not saying to blow it loose and then just have it wreak havoc. But they're saying if you can utilize it, it'll actually balance all the struggles that you're currently dealing with. You know, and it's more than just the surface. Like some people go, yeah, that's fun. You know, I say it all the time, laughter's healing, but they're actually talking about it being a foundational imbalance for you. Like the part of this collective is having put childish things aside. I'm sure someone's heard that at one point or another. We've put childish things aside. And for whatever reason, they're saying that this is the part of the collective that needs to now re-adopt that child side, needs to now rebalance it. And they're saying use the energy of Halloween to do it. Start there at the surface. They're saying that this imbalance is so deeply rooted. They're literally just showing me like a rock and a pyramid upside down, maybe like that. A pyramid upside down balancing on the rock. And it's just struggling to stay there. And what they're saying is that this part of it is your foundations are not solid because you're not balancing the past child in yourself. Somebody had to grow up fast. And I know that everyone says, well, we all have to grow up fast. No, but somebody actually had to grow up very fast. Like if you were to ask them, it's like they didn't have a childhood. Like that Halloween was fun when you were 7, but by the time you were 12, we had to grow up. You know, money didn't grow on trees is all I keep hearing. We had to grow up. Like, you know, that was cool for Becky down the street, but for us. And it's just this kind of like, there's almost like this bittersweet to this holiday for some people. And it's just one of those things that that part of the collective is being asked to kind of let that wall down a little bit and let your child play. Let your child have fun on Halloween. Even if you're not physically like 40 in a costume going around getting candy, I'm not going to stop you. We're not going to stop you. But if that's what you're doing, you know. But you can have just as much fun watching the kids dress up, and you can have just as much fun handing candy out, and you can have just as much fun decorating the house. And they're talking about letting that little spark fun, you know, crazy kid in yourself out and letting it do it. That's that part that's healing. Yeah. GL, that's exactly it. I'm sorry I missed some comments. I look away when I'm talking. I'm getting the feel for staring at the camera. It feels kind of weird. But welcome in everybody. But there's like this and the masculine side is so heavy right now. It's so heavy, like they're heavy in struggle and a little bit heavy in strife, to be honest. And there's just this part of the collective, like this masculine's just getting it together. And they're just let's see what we got. Okay, my guide's got jokes, and I know people would appreciate this. I'm like sitting here thinking, what do these masculines got for trick or treat? And then they throw the trick card out. My guide's got jokes. They're like, trick or treat, bitch, trick or treat. Let's see, what are these masculines that are just figuring it out right now? Like, what are they going through? You know, what are they feeling? What are they figuring it out? Oh, ain't that the truth, though? Can we expand on it, though? They're saying some of these masculines are in a fragile state. And they're in a fragile state because it's that tipping point right before growth. Like mass realizations are occurring for some of these masculines. And they're talking about when these mass realizations are occurring, we want to kind of stress, and they're saying that you actually need to go in protection mode. You need to go rest mode. And they're saying when you go rest mode, that's when your body gets to recharge. That's when your self gets to heal. That's when all these things start coming in for you. Yeah, so it's just one of those things. So they're just talking about these masculines needing to realize that the revelations aren't the problem. They're the solution to the problem. They've been asking for a solution to the problem, and the revelations they are now coming upon are the solution to that problem. But they're saying, don't, like, almost like don't put the cart in front of your horse, like don't overdo it. Like, they're just saying now's the time to rest and sit with the revelations, because now that you've had them, the growth will happen even subconsciously without your undue energy. You can help it along, but they're saying without your undue energy, the growth will occur anyway. So they're saying to protect your peace, get out of your head and go. I'm quite physically hearing go be human. Go be human. Like, give yourself all the love you need, because nobody else is going to give it to you. So we kind of have that split going on. We got some people who need to let their child self out and have a little fun, because that's the healing they're asking for at their core. And then we have this group of masculines that's just now like sipping the punch. You know what I mean? Like just now figuring it out. So congrats to you masculine, man. It's not motor oil. I promise. It's iced tea. It just looks really dark today. Welcome in, guys. We're going to do some reads tonight. I'm just going to clank these little bells. So that was your warning. You got 2 more clanks. So. So there was this interesting thing as we're doing some breaths here, and I light some incense. There was this interesting thing that I came across, and it was actually a guy talking about how we breathe wrong. And I just found it really, really interesting. And they were talking about how we breathe wrong because a lot of people, like I just demonstrated, will breathe up. And they take it up to your shoulders. And the guy was saying that we've been lied to our whole lives in how we think our nose works. And they say that, like, you don't actually, like, you breathe very little up, you breathe into almost like your cheek. You know, and a lot of people were shocked when COVID happened, and they were sticking these long rods, like, in your face, you know. And this guy was just going on to say how you actually want to breathe. Think about breathing into the back of your skull, like, and what will happen is your rib cage will expand outward and deeper down in the belly rather than coming up to the chin and you like suffocating yourself with your breastises. So just for the feminines out there who are well endowed, he was just talking about it, and it was really interesting because I've noticed when like I'm in a meditative state, and you guys tell me if that's how it is for you, and I'm in a meditative state and I'm deep in channel and I'm doing stuff, and I do breathe in and out. It's like a in and down instead of an up, 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 up. I don't know why you're posting your Gmail, but nobody here needs your Gmail. So don't post your Gmail. That's your private information, you know. Nobody here will ever need your Gmail. I can promise you, sir. Or ma'am. I can't really see the screen. I think it's a sir. But... so no need to post your Gmail. Welcome in though, guys. We're going to do $5 reads if people are into it. We do a little bit of mediumship here when the time calls for it. The veil's pretty thin, always. But it's extra thin right now because of all of the energy swirling around today, because of all the sacred holidays that today is, besides from the commercial Halloween. So... keep that to yourself, please. So it's just kind of one of those things. So if anybody wants a read, we're doing $5 reads. Links are in the bio. You know, we got Cash App and Venmo. So feel free to go ahead and get one of those, and we'll put you on the list. I'm going to be on here for about an hour, and then I got some clients I got to take, and I got some stuff I got to do. Excuse me. Oh, transmuting something. I'm not sure, but reads are $5, and if you want me to feel into it, I can feel into you, and then if if that comes up, and if love comes up for you, I can definitely do that. Hey Rebecca, how's it going? Hope you're having a good holiday. Hope you're having a good holiday. Happy Halloween. D, is my manifestation going to come to me? You know, I'm going to be real honest. Manifestations are kind of like a little bit of a bitch. It's been a lazy day. Oh, that's good to hear. Lazy days are good. They're recharging. Manifestations are easy to do, but you need to hold the frequency of that manifestation for a long enough period of time, and you need to have 0 seeds of doubt. And that's what brings your manifestation closer. It's not sitting there all the time. I'm not really sure we're doing $5 reads, though. If love comes up for you in a $5 read, I could toss for you. So it's really hard because manifestation, man, it's not just, it's not having a high level of a frequency all at once and then my manifestation's coming in. It's quite frequently the opposite. It's maintaining that frequency. Hey, how's it going? Welcome in. It's maintaining that frequency over a long period of time, I'm so sorry. I think I missed that. Do you do past life reading? Not on live, but in general. I have yet to do one for somebody else officially. I have yet to tap into... I'm going to put it this way. I have the ability to tap into the Hall of Records, and I have the ability to tap into the Kosh, and I have the ability to go there. Yes, I have never officially done it in a private space intentionally for somebody other than myself. That would probably be my answer to that one. It's not that I can't. I just would not charge somebody for it right now. Because I do not feel confident in that space for somebody other than myself right now. So that would probably be my answer to that one. I do the Hall of Records. I do go to the Akash. I do go to what I call the House of Knowledge. But I don't advertise it. For a lot of people, I mean, I guess now I am. But, we're muting people already. Oh, geez. Oh, no. What happened? I missed it. I don't know. I missed it. But, no worries. No worries. All love. All love. I trust my mods with my life. So, guys, if you want to read, it's just $5 tonight, and we're gonna throw some cards and might even do some light mediumship. I'm gonna be real honest. That's kind of like a dark question. I'm gonna be. Oh, you blocked him. Oh, damn. All right. Well, don't worry. No need to worry about that question. That's what I'm talking about. My mod is on fire. She knows what's up. She knows what's up. We're doing $5 reads tonight, like I said. Hey, how's it going? Thanks. I'm so glad you're here, man. I'm so glad you're here. Not today. Not today. What's that old commercial? Not in my house. Ho, 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 ho. That weird, yeah, you know what it is. Welcome in. We're doing $5 reads. We got links in bio. We got Cash App. And we got Venmo. So if anybody wants a read, let me know. I got about an hour, and then I gotta scrub up for a client, Gotta do some stuff. But no, yeah. But yeah, I do that. Pin the comment. Thank you so much. Welcome in, guys. I turned the music down a little bit because someone said it was loud. I don't want the music to be loud. Welcome in, guys. We're doing $5 pulls today. Got about an hour. Someone's being called to pick. I'm hearing pick up your shield. Is what I'm hearing right now. Is like pick up your shield. Rally your strength. It's this Queen of Wands energy who has forgotten that she's the Queen of Wands. It's kind of what it feels like. There's just this person and they could have just flown in and bounced. But it's a very specific person. And they're talking about how somebody has forgot who the fuck they are. Like almost kind of like dust off your shoulders, son, kind of deal. It's just this, you kind of forgot who you was. And they're saying that this is part of the transition of you remembering who you actually are. Not who people told you to be. That's not it. That's not for this side of the world, you know. This is for the people who are coming together and doing what they're supposed to do. This is part of this transition period for you. And you're not so sure about it. Like we have the Page of Swords in reverse. You're not so sure about it. There's this part of yourself that has actually been hindering yourself for a long time. Oh, burp confirmation. Gross, I'm sorry. I'm a natural transmuter, so unfortunately it happens. It's almost like your masculine side has kicked your feminine side to the curb. Is kind of what it feels like. Like kind of almost just like kind of just like I'm push you to the side while I get all the stuff I need to try to figure out. It's kind of like they've silenced their feminine side. So much so to the part that they no longer remember what that feminine side's like, and now they're relearning it, and I'm hearing pick up your shield, regather your strength, like let's go. It's kind of this feeling, but they're unsure if that's the way to go. Spirit's saying it is the way to go, so if that fits for you, somebody in here, they're saying like let's go, hurry it up, you know, what are you doing? Kind of a deal. Welcome in, guys. We're doing $5 pulls. Yeah. And maybe this goes right into, this goes right into that, what we were talking about before, the put your child self aside. This goes right into that. They're saying you don't need to do that. You're supposed to let it out. Everything in balance. Not without one thing and only another, you know? If anybody has any spiritual questions, your relationship will only last when you make it last. So are you putting in the work to make your relationship last? And is your partner equally putting in 100% to make your relationship last? That's the only way relationships last. It's not cards. It's not God. It's the way we interact and the way we talk and the way we deal with each other. But I appreciate your question. If anybody wants a read, we're doing $5 reads today. We're kind of going to use some of this Halloween funness to our benefit today. To our benefit. How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I love the song. Does everyone Take Me to Church? The heavens ever did speak. Can you guys hear that? Curse only work if you believe in them. So how can your family? How can your family of your family be cursed? My church offers no absolute. Tells me worship in the bedroom. I'm gonna be honest. In the way of energy, and I mean pure energy, only you have to allow energy to affect you. and you can allow energy to affect you. I don't know, but we're doing $5 reads. So if you want to pull cards, links in bio. So the way that curses in my space, in my understanding, it's energy, right? Bad energy being thrown your way. Now, the hard part with it is that allowing and saying no are two different things, right? Like, when it comes to energy in general, you have to allow energy to affect you. And allowing could just be placing belief behind something, belief behind that the energy has the ability to do something or to not do something. But also, you're also giving it power to be present in your reality. So at any time, you have the ability to shut down an energy and not allow it to affect you. So a little bit of your personal belief system is interwoven in that question. Like, do you believe curses are real? Do you believe energetically people can be cursed? Because then you'd have to follow the structures within your belief system to have a curse lifted. You know what I mean? Like, if you go like Santeria and you believe in a curse, we're doing $5 reads. If you believe in a curse, well then what happens in that belief system, in that community, is what you're going to go through to lift a curse. You know what I mean? If you believe in, I don't know, like Haitian voodoo, then you're going to follow the regulations and the like bylaws to lift a curse in Haitian voodoo. Like, you know what I mean? So it's interwoven into what you believe. But every time you focus on it, you are amplifying it. So even if you're like, I don't believe in curses, the fact that you're keeping the thought construct alive within your reality that, oh, my family's cursed, even just that joke is putting awareness to something. And awareness is energy. So you have to be careful where you put your energy. And then what power you're giving something. Right? Like, you're giving something unknowingly more power by feeding a narrative. You know what I mean? So if you believe in, like, if you go like, oh, my family's cursed, and then, oh, my family's cursed, like, and you're just like continuously, oh, that happened, that has to be from the curse. Why does that have to be, like, what makes you think that's from the curse and just not from something else? Was that reciprocal? Is that a mirror effect? Is that a lesson? Is it karmic? What for you turned it from all the other things into a curse? You know what I mean? So it's like one of those things, like, you just got to really be careful with where you place your awareness, because your awareness will amplify energy regardless of the energy, good or bad. You know what I mean? Welcome in, guys. So I hope that kind of answered your question a little bit as far as the way that I believe things, like, and I do believe in lower energy. I do. I do. I fully believe in low energy because I can see it. I have the gift of sight. I can physically see it with my eyes, and I can also physically see it with my third eye. So I do have a belief in it, but that does not mean I give it power over me. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I never have to, you know, be the spiritual warrior, and fight things. I've had to do it. You know what I mean? I've had to pull out the big guns. I've had to take care of something. I've had to clear something and banish something out of a space. I've had to do all those things. But it's not, I'm not here to live the rivalry, right? I'm here to heal. I'm here to teach. I'm here to help. I'm not here to live that rivalry that comes with that. You know what I mean? Is Kendrick staying with another woman tonight? I just don't know why that would be a question you would want to ask. I will never pull on energy that's not present in the room. We're doing $5 reads tonight. If anybody wants to read, there's a link in the bio. I got about 45 minutes and then I got to run off to a client. So if anybody wants to jump in for some reads, we're just kind of chit-chatting, spiritual stuff, talking. And if anybody wants a couple cards, we'll pull some stuff. Hope everyone's having a happy Halloween. Big gut to boot. Fuck you too. Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween, man. Yo, this energy's good today, man. It's very nice, you know. Jess. Well, I'm awful with names. Jeshuana. Jeshuana. But reads are $5. Welcome in, guys. Jagshauna. Okay. Well, if you wanna read, they're $5. Links are in the bio. Nope, probably not. We don't do that kind of stuff. I will never pull on somebody whose energy is not present in my room. Without a G, my bad. No worries. It's okay. I'm awful at pronouncing names, so don't even worry, honey bunch. it's all love from over here. Like, the fact that I could even see it is amazing to me, so we're good. But we're doing $5 reads, link in bio. I got about 45 minutes, and then I got to run to a client. So, a whole nother stratosphere. Woo! And now we're just getting wild with cards. It is open. Yeah, Logan, it definitely is. We got Cash App and we do Venmo at the moment. Links are definitely in the bio in the little link tree. They're just $5. And I'm gonna be honest, we just do generals so I can pull something for you and see what kind of comes up. And, you know, I'm always open to a little bit of baby mediumship, you know? So, if somebody for you comes in, sir, then Spirit tells me to go there, we'll go there. Sometimes it's a quick thing, and sometimes they don't leave me alone. Somebody's being tricked. We got the coyote energy out here. It's a sacred trickster in this deck. And then completely followed by the sacrifice card. You're being tricked into thinking that you have to sacrifice something. There is no sacrifice that Spirit will ever ask you to make besides coming with an open heart. Is literally what they're saying. You don't need to sacrifice yourself ever in the eyes of Spirit. That's not how that works. Just paid. Just want to know if I should ask. Who paid? What did you pay on? Did you do Venmo? Did you do Cash App? Hold on, let me see. Let me check. I'll be right back. Cash App. Okay, let me check. Hold on. No. Alright, am I back? Can you see me? Alright. Here we go. I don't know what's going on over there. Alright. So what's your name? I'm sorry, I just want to make sure. Taylor? Alright. Thank you, ma'am. Let's see what we got for Taylor. Now, I don't know if you currently have, this is for Taylor at the moment, so Miss Taylor, I hope you're here. I don't know if you currently have a masculine in your life right now, but the very first card that popped out was this King of Swords energy, and it's sitting sideways as a bridge. And it's like kind of twofold here. Okay, good. I'm glad you're here. And feel free to comment in the comments, you know, if you know, to your heart's desire. I will look up as much as I possibly can, I promise. But we have this King of Swords energy here. I'm married. Yeah. So it's literally like this person is a bridge gapper specifically for you. Like, it's hard to explain what this feels like. But you have, first of all, you have a very loving personality, first of all, because I can feel it, and your energy moves very quickly. It's a very fast-paced energy, and this person is going to help you then grab onto they're calling it, like they're saying it literally in my ear, the reins of your chariot. Like, taking you for a ride is what this feeling like. He comes in with this kind of, I also read, oh, awesome. Wow. Okay, welcome. But it's like he also comes in with kind of the control aspect. And I'm not necessarily sure if that's kind of something that has been a little bit of a problem, is the sharing of kind of control of who's driving the cart kind of a deal. Because we have this coming together of this masculine and feminine, but I do feel like it's twofold. I feel like it's within inside yourself, you have this little bit of an inner battle of truly blending and keeping together. Yeah, keeping together the flow of balance. And I feel like it may also be inside of you as well, because I'm just getting that this internal balance is sometimes hard for you to keep, as far as being in your feminine and also in your, I'm gonna get it done, my masculine. You know what I mean? But this is also causing a little bit, and I'm gonna say like a baby riff, because they're not hitting me with like holy hella Warfield. You know what I mean? But they are talking about transitioning kind of out of this little bit of a struggle. Yeah, and that's kind of just what it feels like. Like he's kind of something that's difficult, like and I don't know if, I'm not necessarily sure if they're talking about him right now when they're saying a little bit like that. It's just kind of one of these things, like I get like this feeling like he's nice, you know what I mean? Very kind, loving, almost kind of like affectionately sweet kind of person. But in the same token, it's like sometimes it's just, I don't want to say it's not enough, but almost not in always a way that balances out your need to be masculine. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes almost too nice to where you feel like I'm gonna need to be the guy because he being the lady. You know what I mean? But there's also this kind of set in ways, like this little bit of baby stubbornness that is kind of floating around in this energy right here. And Spirit is really just talking about that he holds a lot of, they're calling it like lifetime wisdoms. Like he holds a lot of lifetime wisdoms, but really what they're saying is that sometimes you feel like your wisdom isn't always valid or validated. And I'm not sure if this is you with yourself. Like you almost are not, like almost, I don't want to say he trumps you, honey. That's not what I'm saying. Like but kind of like, well, I'm going to be honest. I just keep hearing someone will be like, well, if you know everything, well, since you know everything, you know what I mean? Kind of like that, like when you get to that breaking point, when you're just like, I'm done. Since you know everything, I'll just let you have that. You know what I mean? Like, but it's also kind of this undertone of this, a little bit of it's just like, almost like a baby fear. Like, almost like a second guess, like you're kind of questioning yourself sometimes as far as like what you know, and Spirit's saying, but you know it. Like, you know it. Like, dude, like it's just one of those things, like, and they're talking about, I'm getting like this this like kind of like scratchy throat feel. So maybe you don't speak up about this quite a lot. Maybe this isn't something that you voice. You kind of just, I feel like you kind of just let it go, almost like to keep the peace. Like you let it go because they're saying like it's just easier. Like it's just easier, you know what I mean? But it's almost like you do it and it hinders you. Like it's one of those things like it inside, you're like, why I oughta, like, you know what I mean? It's kind of that feeling. And they're saying that it's going to hit you like thunder and lightning because it's one of those things like they're saying you need to open that throat chakra a little bit, that throat chakra. You need to open it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I burped because I transmuted your energy. I'm so sorry. Gross. But there's that throat chakra and they're saying you need to let it open a little bit more because what you're doing is you're creating a bottling effect, and what you're actually doing is that energy being unable to, so this is what they're showing me, is like almost like a ball of energy in your throat, is actually being trapped is the way they're showing me. You do not have trapped energy. But they're showing it in your throat center. And when you're not expressing that energy and you're not allowing that energy to flow freely out of your system in what you have to say, your beliefs, your ideas, your opinions, something of that nature, they're saying it's actually trickling downward because it has nowhere else to flow. So it goes down and it becomes denser and you become bogged down. But they're also talking about it's starting to affect your center. So my center, when I speak in my space with my team, my center is my heart chakra. I call it the bridge between the upper dantian and the lower dantian. So they're talking about it's starting to affect your heart center because this is where you become questioning yourself. You're kind of dampening a little bit of your inner flame, your inner fire. And this is what is really causing some of the problems with your masculine and your feminine side. And I'm getting goosebumps as I'm talking for resonance, you know, and they're talking about this kind of being this tug that you feel where it's like part of you is like, no, say what you gotta say. And the other part of you is like, no, just let it go because what does it matter? You know what I mean? But Spirit's telling you it does matter. Like, and they want you to start expressing yourself more. Like, they're saying it definitely matters and they want you to start speaking your piece. But they're reminding you that you can speak your piece in a nice way. It doesn't have to be middle fingers to the world. My papa keeps telling me something about... You are so true. Thank you so much. My papa keeps telling me something about the kitchen. Do you know what that could be? I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure if you're asking me to tap into your grandfather here. But the very first thing that I got, is the dishes. So as I read that question, he was talking about the sink and he was talking about the dishes. Like you were doing dishes or do the dishes. Something about the sink and the drain and the dishes that I just hear like this male voice, a little bit softer, kind of almost hoarse. So I'm not sure if he smoked or something like that, or just has that kind of like a little, it's not really raspy. It just sounds hoarse. Like maybe someone needs to get him a drink of water or something like that. No. Well, he's saying no, he's fine. He doesn't need water. So glad I'm being corrected. But he just is literally talking about something about the sink. I'm just getting this picture. Like, I don't know. He's just talking about the sink. My ring. Did you I looked down the whole time. I'm so sorry. Did you lose your ring down the sink? Is that what you're saying? You lost it down the sink? If you did, chances are it's still in the sink. Unless you have a very old home. It does the air bubble gap loop, the S. You lost the girl. Oof. Oh, damn. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the S-bend. Thank you, sir. The S-bend, the loop. I called it the loop-de-doop. The loop-de-doop. It was my mom's. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's just talking about the sink. Maybe check around the sink. I'm so sorry that that happened. I don't know if he was one of those people that material things didn't matter, because I just hear like this little voice from the background, and I'm not necessarily sure if it's him because it didn't come out very hoarse, but it was just kind of like, well, that's okay. Didn't it, it mattered, but it's like it, yeah. But I'm sorry. I hope that helps. He was a truck. They didn't. He was a truck driver. What? I miss so much. S-band, and it was my mom's. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope that helps. He's really just talking about the sink and dishes. So I don't know if it fell off when you were scrubbing dishes. I don't know if you use a lot of suds, but the image I got was physically the drain, like, and then it was like a bunch of bubbles. That was the first thing immediately that I picked up on. Excuse me. But is he with my mom? He says he couldn't get rid of her if he tried. He's kind of like I don't know if he's one of those guys who, like those old guys who chuckle and then laugh backward. I don't know if he's one of those ones. But he kind of like the first thing he said when I read your question right off the bat was like, every day of my life. Like, it was kind of like one of those old guys when he's just like, every day of my life. And then I was like, okay, but sir, in my head, I'm like, okay. And he was just like, I couldn't get rid of her if I tried. Like, and he's basically, and then he was just like, and he kind of like laughed fading backwards. So yeah, it sounds like they're together, and the bonds of marriage continued on the other side. So, thank you so much, Taylor. Thank you so much. I really hope that you find your diamond. I hope you find your ring. He's just talking about the sink. Maybe check there. Check the S-bend. Thanks to Logan. Thank you so much for allowing me to be in your energy tonight. And thank you for sharing your your pop-pop or with me. Much appreciated. I think I had... have a happy Halloween. Like, go have fun, man. Go have fun. I think I had Logan. Thank you. Yeah, no worries. Logan, I think I had you, sir. Let me just check to make sure I didn't miss anybody. All right, I'm back. Logan, sir, are you here? Is Logan here? Keys, do you see Logan? I just want to make sure that he's in the room. All right, perfect. Perfect. Let's see what we got for Mr. Logan. Oh boy! Oh boy! Who hurt you? You don't have to call me sir. I call everybody sir because I don't know, just respect first, I call you B. I call you whatever you want. I'll just call you Logan. I just do sir out of second nature. But who hurts you, son? like the very first thing is I got this like overbearing male, and then the Three of Swords came out, just kind of flying, and literally was, and it was just this male just being like, damn, son, who hurt you? Like, almost in a comical way. Someone's got jokes tonight. I don't know if you have a funny masculine. Are you stuck on something? Like, mentally, are you stuck on something? Because it just seems like there's something you're not quite over yet. You know what I mean? Like, they just have you sitting at the precipice of a decision. You know what I mean? And it's like eating you up. Like you're I'm sorry. I'm being told that I defined it wrong. It's not a decision. But it's almost like a mental review. And you're hurting yourself the more you review it. Like, the more you stay in it. I got my ghosty bumps. Is this male with you? I hear bet your ass I am. I hear bet your ass I'm with him. Do you have... Ooh, and I got cold chills up my back. Oh, he's gonna make me cry. Is this new? Is this masculine new? Is he, he just called me little lady? Did I miss something? I don't know, like, this is kind of like an old school character. I'm gonna be honest. He seems like a really fun-loving gentleman, though. And I'm gonna call him a gentleman because I feel like his age is gentleman-like. Like, I feel like I should call him sir. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he feels like that kind of an energy. Do you have, by the amount of a love emotion that came in, and the amount of, like, oof, when he first came in, I don't know if he had a hard time passing, and I haven't asked yet. It's not that I don't know, I just haven't asked yet. Or if he's recent to having passed. And sometimes when people are recent to having passed, they, like, come in with so much because there's just so much, like, it's almost like there's so much left unsaid. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. So much left unfelt. So much, like, left that I couldn't pass or say, or, you know, and, like, I almost been feeling dizzy, and a little bit of head pressure. I don't know if he was, he's got all the bumps. I don't know if he was dizzy or complained of dizziness or vertigo or unsteadiness, when this gentleman passed. Ask him if his name is Pop or Mr. Rogers. I'll be whole honest, I'm not good with names, but we'll give it a whirl. Names for me get stuck in the headspace personally, but I will definitely give it a shot. I'm hearing Mr. Rogers, but it's I don't want you to get caught on the name, because I'm not confident in the name, so I don't want you to get caught up on the name. But this is definitely, I don't know if he was unsteady in his passing, but it feels recent. Like, I'm going to be honest, like, it just, but he's just saying he's never gone. And before, a couple minutes ago, they were talking about it. I don't know if he was a religious person or if he kind of believed in life after death. But one of the first things he said when I was talking about how he just came in with a whoosh of energy and I am frozen right now because of his cold energy being right next to me. he opened up with like, it sure is pretty over here. Like, I don't know how to make that like make sense, and that's why I'm wondering if it's like a religious thing where he is alluding to like heaven's really pretty, kind of thing. But I'm so sorry that he passed for you. But this is exactly, I think, the heartache that they're saying that you're still kind of going through, and you're still kind of, I'm hearing like struggle busting your way through it is kind of the feeling here. Like you're still having a hard time at times with it. Like it's, and I know that sounds really generic, and a lot of people might say like, well, of course, someone passed away, it's never fun. But it's like one of those things that it just feels like every once in a while, like it really messes with you. Like yeah, it's kind of like this feeling like he's like, of course it would. He was my little like, I'm hearing like, of course it would. He was my little buddy or something like that. Like, and I'm just getting like, I don't know what your upbringing was, but a good one. I was like, I don't know what your upbringing. A good one. He was a good one. He was very determined to say it was a good upbringing. Damn it, like you know what I mean, like. But they're just talking about you coming to terms and kind of healing this sorrow, and he's just saying he's never gone. Like he's adamant, my guy. He's adamant that he never left. He would have used those words. Yeah. Oh, I know he would have. He's right in my ear. But he's just like, he's literally just adamant that he's not gone. He said, I'll be sitting right here when you need to talk. That's kind of the tone, like the inflection. He's like, I'll be sitting right here when you need to talk. He's just, but the cards, like if I step away a little bit from the mediumship for a second, and we just look at your toss, this is hard for you. And it's not supposed to be easy, but they're also saying you're also kind of making it a little harder than you thought. Aaron, the list is closed. I think I gotta run. But they're talking about that you're getting in your own head about it, and it's almost becoming a consumption thing. And they're talking about when you're going through moments of sadness, he's specifically saying, one, you can talk to him. He's always here to talk. Our talks. I don't know if you guys had a lot of talks. If you were one of those people, like he was your buddy to talk to, I'm not really sure. But he's saying he wants you to not keep it bottled up when you're not okay. So he's giving you two options, and he is okay with whatever option you choose. I don't know if you are close with your mother or not, but there is this feminine. He is saying that, you could always talk to her, kind of a thing. And he's saying that you can lean on your family, is the feeling of what he's saying. But he's also offering up that should you want to talk to him, even though you may not be able to hear him, he is there. Like, he is there for you, is what he's saying. So if he's gonna make me cry. If I ever get heavy on your mind, you could talk to me. Like, it's almost like this kind of feeling like, lay your burdens down, son. Like, it's kind of one of these feelings like, I don't know, boy, if he sat in a rocking chair, and I know that's kind of, like, corny, but, like, I just get this feeling like, boy, he was a good old boy, wasn't he? Like, it's just this kind of like, hey, bet your ass. It's just kind of one of these things where it's just like, I just kind of see him like being one of those old guys who are just kind of like, and it could just be the energy he embodies. It could not be anything he did in a lifetime. But it's just kind of like this like lounge, I don't know, just this like, come on over, you know what I mean? Like, how the hell you been? What the hell you got going on? Like, you know, sit for a minute. Let's chit chat. Like, mountain man from North Carolina. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's that feeling. Like, I tell you what, I bet you he was wise, wasn't he? I bet you he was. I just feel like he's, well, now he's just smiling. But I just feel like he's like, I just feel like he had just a world of knowledge up there, you know what I mean? Like, but kind of almost like that, like, hold my beer, like, like that, like, sender, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like he was just, like, he learned, like, how do I say this without sounding, like, not appropriate, but almost kind of like that, wild and reckless. Like, I learned my wisdoms from being stupid, and I learned them from being stupid, so you don't have to learn them all from being stupid. You know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those things. Wise and wild. He did a shine run. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm from the East Coast originally, so this just makes my night. Like, this is so fantastic. But he literally just feels like that energy. Like, I learned my shit the hard way, and I learned it the hard way. I made stupid decisions. I learned it being young and dumb. It's kind of that, like, mentality, that young and dumb, but I did it in a safe way. You know what I mean? And then it's like, I did that so that I can impart what I learned onto the rest of you. You know what I mean? Like, and then you can make your own dumb decisions, but you don't have to remake mine because I did them for you. Like, it's almost kind of that, like, reciprocity, been like, well, now we're here. You know what I mean? But they really are just talking, about you kind of like, almost like laying down that burden when things get a little too much for you, you know, when things get just a little bit too heavy. And they just really do have a lot of back and forth conflict. But they're saying that if you come out with a little bit of confidence in what you're doing, because you should never question yourself, and he's pretty adamant that you need to stop questioning yourself, second guessing yourself, that, you know, you're the only one thinking you can't do it, that the people you're around think you can do it, is kind of the thing. Like, that, like, your family thinks you can do it, your friends think you can do it, you're the only one who thinks you can't do it. And it's one of those things, like, they just show you, like, charging forward if you can pull the confidence together. You know what I mean? But he's pretty adamant that he doesn't want you to sit in sorrow. Like, that's not, it just gives me the feeling that that's not what would make him happy. So he's just asking that if you get heavy in the head, you can talk to him, or I don't know if you're close to your mother or not, but he was referencing a feminine when he was talking. He was referencing a feminine, and it made it sound like this feminine was close to him, so I took the assumption of it being your mother, but it might not be. Does that help at all? I hope it does. We got way off the rails with that one. But they really just want you, he wants you to work. You don't have to work alone. He wants you to start collaborating, and that could just be working through some of the heartache and some of the mental pressure you put on yourself, because he's just talking about you've always kind of been your worst enemy. Like, you've been the hardest on you. You know what I mean? Like, this is the energy that is coming across here. Like, you've been the hardest on you. Tell him I'm keeping the car. Yeah, that could be my girl. Tell him I'm keeping the car. Okay. He knows you're keeping the car. I almost feel like he just... I would just tell you the face I got. It kind of came across like he was shocked that you would have any other... Hey, how's it going? That you would have any other thought to not keep the car. Like, it was kind of just like, well, I assumed. Like, that was the energy behind the face he gave me. So... But you can talk to him. Like, he wants you to just know that he's really always here. Like, he watches you, is what he's saying. Like, he's saying he watches over everybody, but he's saying he particularly watches over you. So I hope that helps. I do have to run. I do have to do a client. But thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Logan. And thank you, Taylor, for allowing me in your energy and allowing me to communicate with your passed on loved ones. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love doing this, and I know it helps people. And so thank you for donating so that I can do this for more people. Because that's the goal, is to help people. Thank you so much, Keys. I'm going to... If anybody doesn't have, I have like 8 minutes. If anybody has some off-the-cuff questions before I clear the energy, ding the dong bells, and clear it all up. If anybody has any couple last questions, just let me know. Kind of fire away. And I'm gonna ring these bad boys 3 times. So watch your ears, because they are... What part of the East Coast? Jersey. I'm from Jersey. I live on the water. I grew up a mile from the bay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm landlocked now, but not for long. I feel it. I'm landlocked at the moment, but... Oh, yeah. I'm an ocean kid, for sure. I grew up on the beach, on the boardwalk. Italian-American at its best. So we're going to ding these. I'm going to try not to ding them too hard. Clear out the energy. We're going to do it 2 more times. 1 more time. Good luck on the journey of getting back. Thank you so much. It's just a decision, you know? I moved out here for something, and now I'm being called to move somewhere else. And that's the beauty of life, isn't it? Just going with it. Thank you so much for everybody who donated. Thank you for all your time and your energy spent. Thank you for the 5.7K likes. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone who sent gifts, because I saw a couple gifts. Thank you so much. Much love. Peace be. Thank you, Keys. You're a bomb-ass moderator, girl. Thank you. If you have not followed Keys of Wisdom, she is part of the ChildOfBalance business. And she is equally amazing at her gifts. So please go watch some of her videos, share her page, go follow her. She's a homie and she's a real one. Also, in the link tree, we got a website. It's www.childofbalance.com. We also have an app. You can do private reads there. We have a blog where we post 3 times a week. Every Monday is a free mini read. It's a pull, and you can just read it, look at the cards, and have fun for the week ahead. And then Wednesday, so tomorrow, and Saturday, we post on anything spiritual under the sun. Healing, energy, shadow work, symbols, sacred geometry, Anything, practices, spiritual baths, all that kind of stuff. We do recipes, all that good stuff, candle magic, all about the wisdom and knowledge. So feel free to utilize that space. It'll always be free. You become a member of the website. You can gain points on the way you utilize the website. And when you do that, it equals coupons and money off of things that you purchase. If you were to purchase a service or a class or anything like that. It'll never cost you money, and we don't spam your shit. Nah, we don't do that. It'll never cost you money to become a member, but it will benefit you to the nines to do so. So please utilize that space. It's in the link tree in the bio. But thank you one more time before I hit the off button, because then I got to go to a client. Thank you, seriously, for everybody who donated, all the love, all the likes, all the time spent and energy. I much appreciated. Bye, B.